I threw it out after like 3 days because
Did you actually?
My tongue started feeling weird after like day 2.
I love it.
You know what I mean?
Great pod, boys.
Guys, welcome back to the Frame Shift podcast. Today, we're going to decide what the #1 show on television for the past 50 years is, okay? We've got the Vikings, or just Vikings. We've got Game of Thrones. We've got Peaky Blinders. We've got Breaking Bad. We've got the Sopranos. And we're going to rate them all. And to help me do that, we got our co-host, as always, Josh. And you got our semi-co-host / most recurring guest, Evan Michael Jones.
What's up, boys?
How are you doing, bro?
Doing great.
It'll be good having an actor helping us do this breakdown, I think. Right, Josh?
Especially someone who knows movies as well as he does, except Vikings. But
Yeah, it's unfortunate. So you haven't watched Vikings yet, because that's the first one we're going to hit, Vikings. Tell me about what you know about Vikings so far.
Well, I know Ragnar is the man.
Ragnar.
Apparently. Ragnar.
You said Ragnar.
I messed up all the names. It's okay. Yeah, and I guess he just, he goes from farmer to the king.
Literally.
I love the Ragnar's story, so I think that's like a cool storyline, and he kind of jumps back between Christianity and paganism or something?
Yeah,
or something like that.
So he took a priest hostage in his first raid, his first illegal raid, technically. The king said, no, you're not doing this.
And this is when he was taking over England?
Exactly. Okay. His first trip out there. They didn't even know they could cross the sea. They didn't know what was on the other side.
Impressive.
And Ragnar just did this. He traversed the sea, landed. I don't remember the island, but it was like a little island off of the UK, off Britain's shores, and it was just a monastery on there. And he took one of the priests, and they became very close over the course of the next few seasons.
So the priest kind of flipped him.
He was going back and forth in a real way. He didn't know what was real. The whole show, he was kind of battling. Obviously, in the beginning, he was just Norse all the way. And then, like, as it progressed, he was baptized a couple times. But then he also he'd revert. So, like, one time he took France, and then it really wasn't going well. So the only way to win, he figured out, was pretend like he died, but he was Christian. So he wanted to be like funeral or whatever in the big thing.
Okay.
Paris let a little bit of Vikings in there, and then they took over the whole place.
That's pretty badass.
Because they were just trying to do a funeral and
sneaky.
They weren't ready.
Little
it was
Trojan
sneaky.
horse.
Little Trojan horse, the original Trojan horse.
That's impressive. I mean, like, Vikings are cool in general, I think. They're just badass.
The Norse mythology.
Not the Minnesota Vikings, but
they're not so badass.
No. No. But yeah, no, I mean, it seems like a badass show, and everyone I've talked to that's seen it has loved it.
So for me, I fucking love the show, and a shitload of people agree with me that it is the #1 show out there. Obviously, Game of Thrones, you've got some people saying is the best. Other people are saying, The Last Kingdom is the best. I watched The Last Kingdom as well.
What'd you think?
It took like a season to get into it, so you have to watch 12
That was my challenge too.
It was
those
a while
are tough.
And it was a good show. It was a good show, but it wasn't as good as
See,
Vikings.
I feel like really good or great shows, sometimes they do take a little bit in season 1 to get into, but by season 1 you should be bought into it.
Yeah, I say halfway through season 1.
But if you have to take the whole season and you're not really bought in until season 2, then it's like,
how do you even get a second season?
Yeah,
you know,
I think. I mean,
yeah, no, I agree. It's like, how do you even get a second season?
Because even like Succession, that did really well, but it took me a while. It took me like at least 3 or 4 episodes to get like.
Well, one show that did it very well. Remember Game of Thrones episode 1?
Oh yeah,
that was a great episode 1. Yeah. I don't think it's better than Vikings as an entirety, but
yeah,
it's definitely
which is pretty impressive considering that they have so many like moving parts in that.
Oh my god,
like all the kingdoms and like all the characters and stuff.
They also had the budget to do it though.
Yeah,
a show like Vikings was done by the History Channel, where
for sure.
I mean,
did you ever get into Game of Thrones?
No, I didn't get into that or Vikings. But what I learned from Alec last time was that I probably would like Vikings over Game of Thrones because it's less CGI. Because the thing I don't like is CGI and stuff, or heavy CGI.
So like more natural shit.
More natural, yeah. So, and am I right? Is that
what
you?
And 100%. And it's more based off of history too, versus like dragons.
That's true, because it was History Channel, right?
Yeah,
originally.
Very historically accurate, although the more research I've done, I found that Ragnar wasn't actually a real Viking. He was like a whole bunch of Viking stories put together kind of thing.
Oh, okay. So he was kind of fictional from real stories. He
was lore from the Norse, pretty much, okay. But everybody else was like a real character. Like all those sons, they were all the sons of, like that little setup. Like it was really cool. It was really cool and really well done.
That's dope.
And then the character arcs they did, absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing.
Yeah, I feel like that's key. All like it always starts with the character. Like I feel like sometimes shows focus on like theme and plot, but like if it's character driven and the character arcs are really good and they have good internal stories, and you know they're it's basically them trying to deal with their shit and solve tough problems. Like those are all always. I feel like all those shows have good. They're good because of that.
And you were saying that we had a meeting the other day where you were saying exactly that too.
Yeah, and you can relate to it because as a viewer, you're watching it and you're like, oh shit, like that's like a real life thing you're going through too.
Exactly.
That's why you relate to the characters when they're done well because you're like, you can't blame them.
And great story arcs can fix bad acting to an extent, can fix bad video production to an extent.
Well, great written stories with great characters makes acting so much easier.
That's the ultimate thing too.
Yeah.
And what is your boy? What character is he?
Alexander?
Yeah.
He plays Bjorn, Ironside, Ragnar's son. And he's a fucking badass. Yeah. He's a
Why is he a badass? What makes him like just his like
name's Ironside,
his swagger and charisma, or is it like
to an extent, but bro, his name's Ironside because he can't get pierced by a sword because he just doesn't take he's a fucking tank. And then his story arc is crazy too. The ending for his thing is he was pretty much dead, but he's like, I'm going to do one more thing to scare these fuckers. He goes out on a horse. I think he was fighting the Russians. Yeah, it was the Russians. The Tsar was out there.
No shit.
He goes out there on his horse and he's like strapped in, like strapped the fuck in there. So he's not falling off. And they just start shooting at him and he won't die. He won't go down.
Right. Well, is it because he can't?
Well, no, not mythologically. Like he can, and he is. He's pierced by like.
But basically, the whole thing, he was strapped in so that no matter what, he's.
And it was just that figurehead. Like this is the last thing I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go out. Like
he definitely had his first form, you know.
Oh, he definitely had his first form on that trip. Let me tell you.
And before you get off of Vikings, though, and before you go to the next show, I have something I want to add. It's not about TV.
Oh, I know. Go for it.
Yeah. Well, I don't want to cut in on what you guys are talking about. So before you move on,
I think we hit Vikings pretty good, right? Is there anything more we should hit on that? Because we've got a few shows to go through. We've got a few. Vikings for me is at least.
Okay.
We're gonna go. We'll rate all of them at the end.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was gonna say greatest of all time.
We'll rate it at the end. We'll rate it at the end.
All right.
But Josh, hit it.
Once he reposted our story, I did the research about him and found out that he's a country music artist.
Oh, no kidding.
Country star, apparently.
So wait, is that what he started as before acting? Or
but he's also been in like Bad Boys and all this shit too. But
yeah.
Go ahead.
Oh, okay.
No, I don't know what came first actually, but he's full on. He's in Nashville doing.
Oh, that's sick.
He has an album called Highway 99, and I'm a country fan, country music fan. Like that shit's on my like gym playlist.
That you added to the playlist?
I add country music to my. Well, I added one of his songs because his songs are a little kind of old school, and I like more country rock stuff, like Brantley Gilbert and stuff. And Alexander's stuff is really good. It's just a little more classical, but it's really good. He's got a song from an album. His album's called Highway 99, and he's got a couple songs I like Malibu Blue and Summer Crazy, I think. So cool. Love it. And it was so weird to see him as an actor on Vikings and then realize he's like a country music.
Right.
Bro,
he does both.
You don't even realize how big of an actor he is. Like after watching Vikings again, because I've watched it a few times now, but they were a while back and I recently watched it again. And then I was watching other shows. I'm like, wait, Bjorn's in this too. Wait,
you start noticing him everywhere.
Exactly. Like it's crazy.
And you mentioned a good thing though, or an interesting thing, which Evan, you might be able to chime in on, which is like Game of Thrones. And I don't know, but I think Game of Thrones budget was far beyond Vikings.
What they were spending in one episode, Vikings was probably spending in an entire season. At least the earlier seasons.
Wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah.
But what do you think about that though? With the budget being 10 times more in Game of Thrones, but Vikings, kind of pulling its own weight and being just as good, if not better, it goes to show you that you don't even really need that big of a budget.
The stories and the actors.
I think no matter what, Christopher Nolan was talking about this, but he was saying that no matter what budget you have, whether you have no budget or you have a lot of budget, like it's always a challenge because you always want more, right? Yeah, you always want more in a sense. So it's like, if you know, as long as you know what your budget is and you write the story to like accommodate, like when Christopher Nolan wrote The Following, which is his first feature, I believe, they knew they didn't have a budget. So they shot it on the weekends. They did extra rehearsals so that they know they could only do so many takes because they didn't have a lot of budget, so that the actors needed to be,
on point,
2 take shots, And so like it just depends, but every one has a challenge, because like even with a big budget, right? It's like, oh, why don't we do these explosions and this and like add this, but then it's like you realize like, oh, we can only go so far, like we can only do so much even with the big. But so I think it's fun though. I think that's what makes it fun to figure that out. But it is impressive when like Cloverfield, that horror, I think they spent like
not under 10 million. Right?
Under 10 million. I think it was like they spent like $8,000.
Oh, was it
that gross? I think that grossed in the hundreds of million, or at least 100 million, or something crazy like that.
Yeah.
$8,000.
You don't need all the bells and whistles.
It's crazy.
Wow, I didn't know that.
Now, granted,
I know Blair Witch was like that.
Yeah,
but Cloverfield, is that new?
But they shot it. Remember, they shot it very They shot it that the way they, envisioned it was just camcorder style, like just shoot it like as the cameraman.
Yeah. What is Cloverfield?
I think it's similar to Blair Witch, right? I never saw it, but I've seen it so many
in a
times.
while. It was like, horror thriller like vibe.
It's one of those classic horrors, I think.
I have to watch it now.
It's been so long since I've seen it, to be honest.
Yeah.
But it was a good one, because it's like you didn't need much, and
they made it work. And that's what an interesting point that I just thought of. Remember the scene in Tropic Thunder when they shoot off everything and they're talking about the budget and all that? You can always have more budget. You're always going to figure out a way to spend.
What was great about Tropic Thunder though is like after they did their day takes, they were just partying at night. Had the best food. Like they had like bottles there. They're just like
in the middle of the jungle.
Yeah. No, it's just hilarious. That's great.
It's a great movie.
Oh my gosh, Tom Cruise in that was hilarious.
All of them in that were hilarious.
Yeah, they were all pretty good. Bill Hader. I mean,
I forgot
Robert Downey Jr. Yeah.
Oh, you can't forget about RDJ.
Oh no.
Yeah, you can't forget about him.
He was. Yeah. Anyways, we can get in the weeds on that one. But.
So, do you want to choose the next? Because I know you got a couple shows that you want to bring up. You want to hit one of yours?
I mean, Breaking Bad, boys.
Let's talk Breaking Bad. Bryan Cranston.
Dude, Breaking Bad.
Tell me why does it deserves to be in this list?
The writing's phenomenal.
Okay.
The character arcs are phenomenal, and their internal stories are fantastic.
Do you think it lasts throughout though? Because I agree until like season 3 or 4, maybe.
I think it's good up until the end. Season 5, which ended up being, I believe, their last season.
Okay.
You could kind of tell it was starting to lose steam. And that's why I thought it was good that they ended it with season 5, because a lot of shows, they try to keep pushing. I love Entourage.
Entourage, Jesus, we got to talk about Entourage too.
I love Entourage, but I feel like they definitely I think they went 9 seasons?
Yeah, 8 or 9, I think. Maybe 7. I think it was 8 or 9.
But towards the end, it was kind of getting just down. Like a cameo show, pretty much. Having celebs on. And it was I mean, it always was a cameo show in a sense.
But it really got to that point.
But the storyline started to get kind of just generic and basic. But I feel like that's when you kind of realize that, okay, it's kind of coming to an end.
When that group was all together in Entourage, it was amazing. But once they started to split apart, it just kind of...
Yeah, and that makes sense, because that's what happens, right? Mm-hmm. You start to have success.
That's life.
And have your own lives. The part where Vince goes back to his house. I think it was what was that? Lucky Man by Verve was playing, and he goes back to his house alone, and he has everything, but all his friends are gone now.
I do remember that scene, actually. Yeah.
And it's damn, dude, you really felt for him in that moment, because he's always had people around him all the time, and now he's alone.
You've got the world, and you're just coming home to an empty house.
You guys are hilarious. So do we go back to Breaking Bad and stay on?
No, we're going on Breaking. We're gonna go back to Breaking Bad.
Breaking Bad, okay.
Yeah, and then we are Entourage deserves an honorable mention, I think.
Yeah, I agree. Breaking Bad.
It went 5 seasons? Yeah. I thought it was longer than that.
It went 5 seasons, and then they did a spin-off movie called El Camino.
El Camino wasn't that bad, actually.
It was okay.
Jesse great.
Pinkman, and then Better Call Saul is
Well, that's the thing.
I don't know how that has so much awards.
See, when the character arcs are so good, like you guys are saying, when you can just spin off a show
and then that did well too.
And that did well.
Yeah.
Who needed their own show was that guy, the bald guy.
Oh yeah. Well, he was in a lot of Better Call Saul.
He was in a lot of.
He was in a lot of that. But so I think instead of making his own show, I think that's why they gave him a good. I agree. Remember the guy who was always
the El Pollo Loco owner.
No. That was Gus Fring.
He was. What was he like? A bodyguard?
He was he worked with Walter Reich, and then he started working with Gus. I think I'm trying to remember the storylines again. but he was like kind of he was kind of like a floating character in the sense of who he was aligned to.
He needed his
But
own
he was
show.
like the hard ass.
Everything he did was so engaging. I loved it. I'm like, I want this guy to have his own show.
Yeah, he was fun to watch. He was. I mean, all the actors were so good.
I don't know how Saul got a spinoff though. I thought he was I thought he was a great supplementary character, but I didn't think it deserved a whole show. Like Better Call Saul. I don't know.
Well, I think it was. I mean, I didn't like Better Call Saul as much as Breaking Bad, and Vince Gilligan was talking about it. Like if Better Call Saul came first, it wouldn't have been the same.
Yeah.
Like Breaking Bad was like
The show.
And like think about it, right? It's such a great storyline because it's such an extreme circumstance of like how far are you willing to go for your family when you've had failure after failure, and like you see this opportunity.
And another great first episode. That flashback they do in there.
Yeah, with the RV. I mean, like,
it's amazing.
That's pretty wild.
And the fact that that's a real thing, and you'd know firsthand that blue meth is like, or what is it, blue?
Oh, that blue, yeah.
That's a real thing, right? Like that's real.
I don't even know that might have been West Coast. For the East Coast, it's all crystal is the good shit. The clear shit. It's a little bit cloudy.
A little, yeah.
It's clear.
But I think blue. It's like a real thing.
Well, I'm sure it is. I'm sure they do like branded stuff with like colors.
They put like food dye in there. Yo, don't forget to put the food dye in the back.
Well, I mean, I guess they got to stand out in illegal drugs, right?
Gotta pop out somehow.
Is that what he did? Is that why it was blue? Is because he wanted to stand out?
I think it might have been actually.
That was one of them, yeah. But the key was he got his supply like straight from.
So it was super pure or something.
It was super pure, but then he linked up with Gus Fring because Gus wanted him to like make the meth with Jesse.
I remember that in Mexico. And
that's the other thing. Like Jesse Pinkman's character originally was supposed to be killed off in season 1.
Really?
But Aaron Paul and Bryan Cranston's chemistry was so good and hilarious.
Amazing.
Like Jesse Pinkman really was like, and he won Emmys from that. Yeah. Rightfully so, because he was such a fun and interesting, important character to watch because he was complete opposite of Walter. Like Walter had some success in like academia and like could have started his own company.
Could have been a billionaire with his buddy.
Yeah, but he decided to be a teacher. And
that's gotta hurt.
That sucks, right? But then you look at Jesse Pinkman, who's just been kind of like a fuck up his whole life, dropped out of school, drugs,
just trying to buy,
like floating around, like never getting a real job. So it's kind of cool how you find these two very different characters clash.
That wasn't a stretch for Jesse, right? Like that character.
Looked like he played it pretty naturally.
He played it pretty natural. I think, don't get me wrong, I think it was close to somewhat to who he is, but like he had so many emotional scenes when his girlfriend died.
Oh my God.
He almost died.
There were so many.
And then when the part where my favorite scene is where he remember the part he's like, wants him to be his business partner again, and he's in the hospital. He almost just got killed. Yeah. And we'll be partners again. Walter White comes in and he's like, why don't you just go get yourself a monkey? Like, I'm done with it. We'll deal with your shit, you know?
I think part of it is the generation gap too. We spoke about the generation gap before the podcast, but that the fact that they're so far apart in age, I think that like
it's a beautiful dynamic.
It makes it very interesting, right?
Yeah. But that's also part of the thing that I didn't like about it. Like I didn't like Walter's character as time progressed. Like I thought that
that was the whole point though. I mean, he was the anti-hero that he was in the beginning. You're like man, this like you feel bad for this guy because he's gonna die, his family's not really taken care of. And then you're right, as it goes on, you hate him more and you actually like Jesse more.
Yeah.
For sure.
I didn't hate him. I actually kept liking it. You know what my favorite part was? He needed
Psycho.
He needed a place, right, to cook. And it was when what do they do when they tent a house?
Oh, for the pest control.
Pest control. When he did that in plain sight and they just went into a house in a neighborhood and just did it inside of a tent. That was
I didn't even mind that. It was like that plot was great, but it was also like so many holes. Like why, like the RV was working great, and there were so many reasons to just stick with the RV, and they had to up the ante.
But they kept making more, and it kept working.
Yeah.
And remember the brother-in-law with the DEA, like he was like.
I like that dynamic too.
It was so great because like that was the other brilliant part about the storylines is he was so close to getting caught so many times, and everyone outside of like knowing who Heisenberg was. thought he was just a chemistry teacher.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like that was genius.
One of my favorite characters too was Walter Jr.
Oh,
His outbursts were so funny.
He was great, and they were so like real though.
Yes, so
Like,
real.
Because he really is that, though. He really is. He does have the handicap.
Is he special needs?
Yeah.
I believe.
Or did he just do that good of a job?
I believe they did get someone who had a condition
That's-
for that character, because that's how it was written.
That's impressive that he was able to mentally maintain control to be able to perform the script that well. I feel
And if I'm wrong, we'll just cut this out. But I'm pretty sure he actually.
yeah, I might want to
was-
double check that. But
fake news. We
No,
run with it
I'm-
regardless.
you know what? We'll do it right now. I'll do it while you guys talk. But I'm pretty sure.
I think you're right. I think you're right.
One show that
Because usually for casting, for like if they need something with that, like they try to get someone who actually, because then it's real. You know?
No.
Not that an actor couldn't do that, but I think it's like that's built
Special
for that
actor.
That's built for that type of. That's built for that person though. Think about it.
Literally.
Leo DiCaprio did it well. So I guess you could do it right when he was in. Right.
Oh yeah.
And-
That
Yeah.
he was.
him
and Johnny Depp were phenomenal.
He was retired. I haven't seen that.
He was phenomenal, and that was when he was like what 14 or
that
like
was one.
He's
of his,
been
like,
a prodigy since the beginning.
yeah.
Gangs in New York, like he's always been a beast.
The list goes on. His best was definitely. I would say that is actually up there for sure.
Who did he play opposite in that movie? Or who
Johnny
was-
Depp. Johnny Depp.
Okay, So it was.
Wasn't it-
I think it was originally supposed to be the other way around too.
Really?
Oh
Yeah,
really?
And Leo was like, no, I want the challenge.
Damn.
It was so.
And that makes more sense because Johnny Depp was older, and they needed a younger actor for that anyway. So that makes a lot. Yeah,
One show
it wouldn't have been the same if it was the other way around.
It wouldn't have, not at all. Looking back.
Yeah. One show I'd compare Breaking Bad to is Walking Dead. It's up there, but it's not top of my list personally. And I think that's like, if we were doing a top 10, I'd put them at like the 7 or 8 range.
Yeah, it's
I
because
think.
you like the fantasy.
Vikings isn't fantasy,
It's not.
but
Well, but
I do like fantasy. You're right.
Yeah, but you even with Game of Thrones,
That's fantasy. That's fan. So, all right. So we just did that
Yes.
one. Yes.
Walter Jr. really did in real life have special needs.
Okay. That's good to know. So let's talk about Game of Thrones now. Because this is an interesting one in the mix, I think. Because of the budget, because of the notoriety that it has, it deserves to be in that consideration of number one show ever, for sure. I read the books as well. The books were amazing. I think that there were a lot of soft spots in the show. So it's not necessarily like it fell
Well,
off.
didn't they also change stuff?
A lot of things.
A lot of things.
But like Game of Thrones didn't necessarily fall off like some of the other shows, in my opinion. It had like ebbs and flows, you know?
yeah.
But then the seventh season was rough to deal with.
Yeah, a lot of people weren't happy with that 7th season. I mean, I really wasn't either, but
It was an interesting, like as a movie, it probably would have been pretty sick if they condensed that and turned that into like one movie.
I just feel like for how you want a show to go out, like, you know what, this could
show
be
of this epic.
this could be an honorable mention, but a show that really did a great job of how it went out was Billions. Have you guys ever seen Billions?
Yes. Wait. Fuck.
On Showtime, it's based on Bobby Axelrod. It's loosely based off of Steve Cohen, who's a real hedge fund manager. He owns the Mets.
That was like the family, right? That was like the Mogul family, the TV network Mogul family kind of thing.
Succession was that.
That was Succession. What was Billions
But
again?
Billions was Bobby Axelrod, who's the hedge fund guy, and then the district attorney, who's played by Paul Giamatti.
Okay.
A lot of amazing actors in it, but in season 7, like, it was just so well on how they ended it.
Yeah. Okay.
You know, and it's like, if you're gonna have that epic of a show like Game of Thrones, like, how do you end it
How do you do that?
like that? Like, they sat in the writer's room, had all the resources in the world, and this is what they can. Now, again, I don't know if that's what the book said how it should end. Okay, maybe.
So
but I heard it
here's
was
the
not.
issue.
No.
No, here's the exact issue. George R.R. Martin never wrote the 7th book.
Oh, that's
he
right.
He literally
That's
just
right.
never got
So
around
that's
to writing
why
the ending.
yeah,
So they had to get a bunch of fucking retards to
Butchered
just
it.
do it. Like,
butchered it.
it's ridiculous. But absolute amazing series. But for me, it would sit at like a 3
Out of
a top 5 or top 10. It's sitting at like
so
the
like
number
3 out of 5.
No, not star wise, like ranking wise.
Oh,
I know
okay.
we're not ranking
Okay,
yet.
3 out of like top 10.
Exactly. And we're not ranking yet, but like just I'm putting my ranking.
Wait,
out
but you
there.
said 3
Bitch.
out of either 5 or 10. Wait, which one? 3 of 5?
Either
or
it
10?
doesn't matter either or. It plays at like that 3rd ranked TV show kind of
Okay,
thing
so
in my
let's
mind.
just make
Whether
it out
it's
of
five,
top.
whether
Let's
it's
just do
10.
top 5. Let's simplify. Top 5.
Top.
So you
yeah.
would put it at 3.
Yeah, approximately.
Heard of it.
And we're gonna do an official ranking at the end too.
Okay, I'll allow it.
Yeah, you'll allow it, bitch. All right, so Game of Thrones, another example of an amazing first episode.
Yeah.
The way they bring you in with the White Walkers and the fuck are they called? The Defenders of the Wall.
Right, that's where
The Black
Snow,
Cloaks.
yeah.
Yeah, like the way they did that was amazing. They brought you into it. And
it's just a cool world.
I was excited.
With all the kingdoms.
Yeah, I was excited the whole way through for the most part, really. Like, that was an amazing show. It just doesn't number one.
A lot of great actors, great storylines, side storylines.
A lot of money spent on it.
Yeah, they had a good budget.
They had a great budget.
Doesn't hurt.
So, anything more you want to add to Game of Thrones?
I never watched that, so I don't have anything to add.
I like Direwolves.
What's that?
It's the Direwolf. It's the house of...
Yeah. Yeah, no.
You should remember that one.
I should, yeah.
What's the next show we want to hit?
We're doing top 5.
Just name a bunch of the ones that should be in there.
We're talking drama. I mean...
Peaky Blinders?
Let's talk about Peaky Blinders, because some people are...
Your boy?
Yeah, Cillian Murphy is my favorite actor.
I know
love
he
that guy. I think towards the end, like, I thought season 5... Well... Season 3 and 5 were probably my least favorites, but I also understand why. Because, like, season 3, like, he loses his wife. Like, a lot of bad shit happens to him in season 3. And
It's been so long since I've seen
it. And
it.
I like his character, but that was when his wife dies. Like, his family has to get into the Russian business. They have to blow up the train. And, like, they end up all getting arrested at the end, except for him, and going up to the noose. So, like,
I don't even remember. I have to rewatch it.
Yeah, that was season 3. That one was hard to watch. But what was cool about it is, again, they did such a good job with Thomas Shelby, Killian's character, because he had so much duality, he had so much inner conflict, and Killian did an amazing job of portraying that. The way they shot Peaky Blinders was very specific. It was like a lot of like slow-mo of him walking with like...
It was cinematic.
It was very cinematic. It was very like... some of them were eerie, some of them being confident.
It was intentional.
It was very intentional. It was very specific the way it was shot. And like, yeah, no one could have played that role like he did. And originally Jason Statham was the guy that Stephen Knight wanted for that.
I could see that, but it wouldn't be the same.
It would not be the same.
No.
And I really like Jason Statham too.
Yeah.
But like, no one could have played Thomas Shelby like Cillian Murphy.
No, he did an amazing job in there.
And the movie comes out tomorrow.
Does it really?
Well,
because they were advertising it at the Super Bowl.
Yeah, the Immoral Man, Peaky Blinders.
What is it? What does it drop on? Do you know?
It drops on Netflix.
Oh, so we can see it. We can actually see it in like a few hours.
Midnight tonight. Yeah.
Hell yeah, that's fire. Okay, hell yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
but, they're originally going to do a 7th season, but then COVID kind of messed up everything.
Okay.
With like shooting, so they did season 6 and then decided, okay, we'll do the last one a movie.
I like that, and that's honestly probably would have made more sense for Game of Thrones too.
Maybe, yeah.
Instead of the way they did it.
Yeah, I don't know.
So for me, Peaky Blinders, and I have to rewatch it for sure. But like from what I remember, I really remember liking the first like 3 seasons or so, and then for me, it feels like once it starts to branch out too much, there's too many storylines going on, and it kind of falls apart in my mind.
Yeah, I've heard people say it's slow. I didn't get that, to be honest.
I thought it was. There are points where it's definitely slow.
There are parts where it's slow, but I mean, I would say there's many parts in Game of Thrones that are like that.
That's my That's
so
my
I'm
issue
like
with that too.
I think people maybe just didn't like I don't know why, because to me the Thomas Shelby character is like,
I say it's the pacing potentially.
Maybe.
They're very measured with the way they talk. Everything is intentional. It's like it's a little bit slower, but it is intentional.
Yeah, that's true.
Can I take a guess on, without spoiling it? You could just say, well, you don't even have to say yes or no, but I'm thinking I know what your number 1 is.
Vikings.
Oh.
Yeah.
I was going to say Sopranos.
No, but we can talk about that one next. Should we get into Sopranos?
Sopranos? I mean, that's definitely phenomenal.
It was either Jersey Shore or Sopranos.
Jersey Shore. Jersey Shore.
Beat up.
There's another one we got to talk about too, though. It sounds like Shore.
Oh, Shorzy.
But we'll hit that next. We'll hit Sopranos.
Right.
So that's a show. Sopranos I've seen so many times.
I mean, James was acting.
Oh, unbelievable. But for me personally, I don't remember exactly, but I think it was like the first 4 seasons were amazing. And then again, once it starts to branch out and do this crazy 7 seasons.
7,
I think.
right? Yeah.
Or it might have been a 6A and 6B. Like a part 1 and part 2 kind of thing for season 6. But yeah, no,
So wait, so
I
Vikings,
love that beginning of it so much. Not the beginning, but like just the whole initial episode so much. Like the character development on there, like even little things like the duck. Who remembers the ducks?
Oh, sixth season. Yeah.
But it's like part 1 and part 2 for season 6.
Right. Yep.
But do you remember the ducks in Sopranos? That kind of storyline in a sense.
I don't know.
Ev, Dio.
Ducks. Which one was that?
They're the ones the ducks that live. I think it was season 1. Tony Soprano became very attached to these ducks that brought their ducklings to the pool, and he'd feed them.
Oh,
he'd build like a ramp.
yeah. You're right. Yeah.
Everything was so intentional. Like that tied directly into, I think it was his depression or whatever he was going to, what's it called? Like that, if you follow
his
that,
character was phenomenal.
it so much of it. And
It was so good.
I mean, and I think personally, he's probably a top 5 actor from that generation.
Oh,
at
he's
least.
phenomenal. Yeah. I mean, he is like so good.
Unbelievable.
He kind of he's like one of those actors, like you can watch him in anything.
Literally,
You just love him. He kind of reminds me of like, they're different types, but like Philip Seymour Hoffman.
Yeah.
I could watch that guy in anything.
Well,
Like, he's so believable.
Yes, and talk about diversifying your portfolio.
He
Like
embodies the character really well.
he did Where the Wild Things Are, and he did Sopranos.
Yeah.
Like what?
Insane.
Like crazy. Like what a
Yeah, I mean, that's like such an epic show too. I mean,
and everybody in there was so great. Like they had some gangbangers in there. They had some real mobsters in there too. Like a couple of those actors were they were straight off the street, straight out of prison.
method actors. Yeah.
Talk about method acting. They've been running racketeering schemes their whole life.
Yeah.
I hate to do it to you though, but what is it, Vikings or Sopranos? Because did you even
For me, Vikings.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah, no. For me, Sopranos would be like a 4, I think, probably, or an honorary mention.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not positive yet, but it's like up there.
I respect it.
It's a amazing.
Show. I feel like when you're talking about rankings too, it's so preference based.
Yeah.
Because like they're all good, but then it's like, what do you get? Like, what drew you to Vikings the most? Would you say was it just?
I love Norse mythology.
Okay.
Fucking
See,
love it.
exactly because you love that topic. Of course, that would be your favorite, and there's nothing wrong with
Exactly. Yeah. No, it's just personal preference.
that. Exactly. So
you know what I liked that you guys might not remember? Do you remember a TV show called Prison Break?
Oh,
Never
so
watched it.
good. Are you
But
kidding me?
I don't think I ever watched it.
Those
I have to
guys
watch
were
it.
phenomenal.
So I don't. It's been a long time, but I was dedicated to that. It was before
trying to remember
streaming
the
came
actors.
out,
Okay.
so you had to literally wait on
Soprano
the
style.
Soprano style until the next week, and it's like, oh my god, I can't remember the plot, right? But the guy breaks. He
Wentworth Miller, phenomenal. in that.
Yes.
Who plays Schofield?
Yes. So his brother goes to prison and he goes to prison, but before he goes to prison, he puts the escape plan as tattoos all over his body
Oh, that's sick.
and then goes legitimately into prison as well.
I would say Prison Break is very underrated.
Yeah.
Would you say it's top 5, top 10?
For me,
Honorary mention, maybe?
For me, it was like Prison Break. I didn't think anything could get better than Prison
I
Break.
think it could
and
be a
then-
top tenner for sure.
Yeah, because when Prison Break came out, I was like, nothing was getting me, and then Breaking Bad came out, and I was like, okay.
That makes sense.
Okay, so is Breaking Bad your number one?
Breaking Bad, I think, Prison Break was until Breaking Bad came out, and then I was like, I think Breaking Bad.
Breaking Bad, yeah.
For me.
You know, one more thing about Sopranos too. That was the show that put HBO on the map for the most part. They had 6 Feet Under at the time, I think, but I'm pretty sure Sopranos was the show that put them on the map.
I think you're right.
Premium.
Well, besides the late night stuff, but
Weeds.
What the porn
I'm
stuff?
kidding.
Weeds,
No.
Weeds was then too.
Well, Weeds
was Weeds HBO?
I
I remember Weeds. Weeds was huge
Weeds
too.
was huge, yeah.
And that was great for a first.
That was like
season.
early
That-
2000s,
That
wasn't
went way too.
Yeah.
Weeds went
Yeah.
way too long. That could
Yeah,
have
I don't know
ended
how
after
long
like
that went,
season
but
3
yeah.
or 4. I feel like it went for like 10 seasons.
think it was HBO. Let me.
Another
check
great
that. I don't
HBO
remember.
was, I think it just recently ended, was Curb Your Enthusiasm.
Curb Your
Oh,
Enthusiasm was great too.
So good. Larry David?
Personally, not it just pissed me off a lot of the times.
Well, I did like how I feel like it did get better as the seasons went on.
No, I gave it like 4 seasons. I really tried with it.
Why did you not like it?
It's the style.
Oh, you just didn't like the.
Yeah, I just couldn't get into it. Personal preference. I have
Yeah.
a weird preference, but I know another one HBO did was The Wire that was brought up on the post.
Oh, The Wire.
Everybody loved The Wire. I've never seen it. Have either of you guys watched The Wire?
I haven't. I heard it's good.
Yeah, that same. I haven't watched it, but I heard The Wire was.
Everybody said you need to watch this, but I just haven't watched it.
And
yet.
It was only like 3 seasons or something.
Really? So I can knock that out in a day or two.
Yeah.
Yeah. Weeds was HBO.
Really? I didn't realize that. So I watched it in like 2016, I guess.
You guys ever watch Homeland?
Heard of it. Never watched it.
Damian Lewis and God, what's her name? She was so good, but it was about that soldier who came back from Afghanistan. They thought they were all dead, but he survived.
I do remember
and
that.
He came back and he had to like fit back into the real world, and his wife was like sleeping with because he was ruled dead.
Yeah, she didn't know.
So it was just, again, so much conflict, so much internal stuff to deal with. But
going off of that, there's also Lost.
Yeah, Lost.
I rewatched
it's like
that.
my mom's favorite
rerun
show.
I watched that like a year ago. Wasn't that bad. I thought it was going to be super corny, but it actually was kind of good.
And that ran for a while.
That ran forever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That crushed it. Yeah. No, that was great.
So that was huge.
It did really well.
Back in the day.
Well. Yeah.
Hold on. Okay, I was wrong. I read this. Weeds originally streamed on Showtime, but for some reason it's now on HBO Max.
I feel like it used to be on Netflix. I feel like I watched it on Netflix back in 2016.
Yeah, so I wanted to clarify because you were actually right. It was Showtime, but I don't know. So Showtime and then I guess HBO Max now, picked it up or paid for the rights or whatever.
I think Showtime's with on Paramount.
Well, that's also, I think you might be right on that too.
Well, I guess Paramount bought HBO and Warner's, so they're technically all combined now.
Is that official now?
I think if yes, they accepted the deal. It takes like a month and a half.
There has to be litigation and all this shit.
Through all the I think they said it could be approved as early as like a month and a half, 2 months.
Damn.
But it takes a little bit before it actually like settles.
Can't wait to see what that subscription price is going to be.
Did you hear that it was like Tom Cruise had something to do with that too? Because was it Netflix was bidding for it, and then
Netflix had it, and then I don't know about Tom Cruise. I know Larry Ellison was like the huge.
Larry Ellison is buying everything.
He was not. He was like, I'm not gonna give this up.
He owns Oracle, right?
His father does.
Okay, yeah.
So he definitely
family.
Yeah.
Isn't Larry the father?
Or sorry, yeah, you're right. Larry's the father. So yeah.
Sorry.
What's his son's name? I can't remember his son's name.
I don't remember his son's name.
Larry's the founder of Oracle.
Okay.
What's his son's name? It's Ellison. Whatever. You get the picture.
Yeah, I get the picture. What are you over there on your toes for?
No, but I randomly saw this story where Tom Cruise was like pivotal, and because he didn't want, like he cut it down because there was some story where Tom Cruise didn't want like Netflix to own. He didn't want it to go streaming. He wanted movies to stay movies with Paramount.
The big worry with Netflix was everyone was worried that they're just going to put everything on streaming and they're not going to have any theatrical releases and they're going to kill cinema.
But what's the point of theatrical release at this point, in my opinion?
Dude, I think it's
you're one of the few. You're one of the few that still.
I disagree. I'd say true indie filmmakers and true like legend, and like Tom Cruise talks about this, but true cinema was built for theaters.
Yeah, I agree, but I'm just saying, is it a losing venture at this point? Because I feel like since COVID, I would rather sit here, watch my TV, smoke a blunt, eat a steak. I can't bring a steak into a movie theater.
Okay, hold on. When was the last time you had a steak and watched a movie besides like take out Chipotle? Come on.
The combo.
Like, is that your go-to
condiment? I made a steak recently.
What the hell is wrong with you? You don't eat
I made a steak recently.
Candy, hot dogs?
I don't do that stuff.
The deal was you got to go to the movie and dinner afterwards, though, not dinner while you're watching.
Yeah, I mean, they have dine-in theater now, but I've never seen you make a steak once.
I make a pretty mean steak.
Okay, but how often?
So I've started. We don't have to go into this, but
I think we should. Because last time I was over here, we just
from
been making
Costco.
pizzas.
So when I go to Costco, I now get a big thing of them, and it comes with like 6 inch-and-a-half thick ribeye steaks.
Damn.
And they're fire.
All right, but check this out. So
reel it back in.
Yeah, well, because this is the weird part. Paramount is streaming, so it's not like, I mean, I guess they're dedicated still to it's still streaming.
I agree.
All it takes
but
is to say,
I think because Netflix has always been a streamer, like Paramount is one of the oldest studios
where they're still dedicated.
Where they've been a part of the theatrical release era for a long time, just like Warner Brothers.
I was just gonna say Paramount, Warner Brothers, Universal,
Disney. Yep.
Makes sense, but I do think that
I don't know. It'll be interesting to see what happens because I mean they bought that
Theaters are going the
so
way of the
much
dodo
that-
bird.
I don't know.
Theaters are going the way of the dodo bird.
I hope your apartment goes the way of the dodo bird.
But then we can't have. then we have to film this at your house.
Don't be dissing cinema like that.
Not dissing cinema. I'm dissing the delivery of cinema.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you just want it. But you know what? Here's the reason why also I fight for cinema. When you're streaming, right? You can pause it whenever you want.
I love that.
You can, yeah, but the whole point is to sit through it and go through the story. Like, yeah, okay, I get TV shows. Yes, that makes sense because you know there's episodes, there's whatever. But like true film, like you're supposed to sit through the whole thing and be a part of that world.
I agree with that. But what if you got to take a piss?
You hold it, or you get a cup. No, I'm kidding.
Oh, this.
Come on, you go to the bathroom for
can
1
go
minute,
into-
you come back.
We can get into that if you'd like.
No, different podcast, buddy.
Hit that next
Different
episode,
pod,
Josh.
you know.
Josh, we'll hit that next episode.
Can we bring up maybe some TV shows? What about Friends?
Yeah.
Or, like I
Fuck.
meant TV, not TV show, but like
No, that's
like
it.
Friends, Seinfeld.
Friends and
sitcoms or
Seinfeld
something?
definitely deserve to be on that and mentioned. I'm not choosing them, but they should be. Mentioned.
I'm a respect to Friends, but I love Seinfeld. Seinfeld's hilarious.
Seinfeld's good, and I'll make you laugh now because one of my favorite shows, and I don't know if it makes the list because it's beyond the 50-year mark, I think. But
pulling from the 20s when your childhood.
no, this is 80s, so I guess it's close. It probably is within 50, but like right there. Do you remember Three's Company?
I know the name, but I
don't even know the name.
Oh my god, dude. It's so good.
What's it about?
They can't do it today. So it's about
That's how you know it's good.
it's literally there were like 3 girls living together and then one girl left and they were looking for a new roommate, right? And they needed to find a girl because the old school landlord wouldn't let them live with a guy. So this guy comes in and wants to be, and they want him too, but he has to pretend
To be a woman?
to be gay
Oh, to be able to
live with the 2 girls, and it is so good. It's so funny. Oh my god!
No,
That's-
Three is company.
It's called Three's Company.
Three's Company.
This
Yeah,
actually sounds
that's
pretty
interesting.
funny. Yeah, no, that actually sounds fun.
You know what that reminds me of too? Have you seen the? I think it
Broke
was
Girls.
early '90s, The Birdcage with Robin Williams.
I've never seen it, but I
Well,
think
that's,
it's
that's a movie.
That's a movie though, but remember his Gene Hackman's in it too.
Mm-hmm.
But basically, Robin Williams and his they're gay, and their son is bringing home his I think it's his fiance in the movie, and he has 2 really conservative parents, and one the dad's Gene Hackman, and he's like a senator, like Republican, and like so they basically the more feminine of the 2 partners, they try to get him to be the man.
Yo.
And they're like, and then it's so good to watch. It's such good. Robin Williams is phenomenal, but like that whole cast was just such a cool concept for that time period because he was, he didn't want, Robin Williams didn't want to do it. He was his dad. He's like, I don't want to hide who I am. They either take it or leave it. But he ended up doing it because, he wanted to make his son happy.
Do you think where do you place Robin Williams on your all-time actor list? Because I know you love him.
He's one of the best. He's very specific, but he's one of the best. I mean,
Is he a character actor? Do you think? I'm asking. I don't know.
well, yeah. I mean,
Character-
I
like
don't
a
know.
type
Like, what does
character,
that
whatever you
mean, though?
call it.
I mean, when people say that, like, even when people say method, I'm like, what does that mean? Like, everyone has their own method.
I'm talking more about like the type of roles he does, like Jason Statham.
I mean, all of
No
his,
way.
I'm asking.
I would say Robin Williams is because all of his characters, they're very character driven.
No, you see him going from super dramatic to like
Comedy or something.
comedy. That's crazy, right? Remember, okay,
Yeah.
Patch Adams.
Yeah, yeah.
What else?
Missed Out Fire.
1 Hour Photo. From Patch Adams to 1 Hour Photo.
Yeah.
Are you kidding me?
No, that's what I'm at. Like how Jason Statham is always that guy that shows up and is just the
Well, here, and
badass
I
kinda
don't think
thing.
there's wrong with either of those types of actors.
No, I'm just asking.
because I tell you what, Jason Statham, I love his movies.
No, I do too.
Like,
And
I know what
just
I'm
using
getting
that as the
every time,
example.
and I know it's gonna be fun.
Yeah, because what you're saying is kind of like Liam Neeson too. He's like
Exactly.
It's like that's the movie. He does those movies all the time.
Or even like
Oh, I
Tom
see what you're
Cruise,
saying.
You know?
Yeah.
the
No,
same movie all the
Robin
time.
Williams is so versatile.
Yeah.
Another guy who's really versatile, who started in comedy, Steve Carell. His drama is so good.
Like comedy's so
Yeah.
great too.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But like Beautiful Boy with Timothée Chalamet. Have you guys seen that?
I haven't seen that one, but I completely agree.
Masterclass of acting.
When did that come out? With the
That was like
files?
2017.
What over his head?
2017. Let's back on track.
Great, Josh.
Back on track.
That's good.
Yeah. Cut that one. No, I'm kidding.
We'll keep it in. We'll keep it in.
All right.
Timothy's a beast too. Gotta love him. He's doing
I
his
love
thing.
Chalamet.
Speaking of Timothy, you want to talk about the Marty Supreme? You just watched that movie, right?
I loved Marty Supreme. I don't know. I thought Chalamet. Chalamet did the Bob Dylan movie. I thought he could have easily won for that.
He's showing
that
range.
was phenomenal.
Here's the thing. Can you talk? Is Marty Supreme the ping pong movie?
Correct.
Ping pong.
How do you like? How does it? It's good.
That's what I'm saying.
Because I can't even get into
you
it.
know
'Cause
what
I'm like,
it's-
I don't even want to watch.
I'll tell you what it's about without even telling you, without even giving it away. But it's about how far are you willing to pursue and go after your dreams and believe it when it's not, when everyone else can't see it.
That's what Mike
Like he went through
said too.
everything.
Or maybe it was Charles. One of those guys said it.
Yeah, someone on the pod talked about how
Yeah.
good it was.
Yeah.
But it was just remarkable of how, he was barely had any money and he kept like finding ways to make it happen. Like the whole time you like felt for him because like everyone, whether they pursue their dreams or not, has had a dream that they've wanted to go after.
Mm-hmm.
And the lengths that he was going to believe himself and visualize it and not take anything but being the best ping pong player in the world. Like,
But so
that's why I think it's such a great movie is you like think of ping pong, like what's table tennis? Like, you know what I mean? Like what's ping pong? But like,
That was
the fact that they made it a drama and it was phenomenal was pretty impressive.
But here's the thing though, is like this always happens with movies is it's a great movie, great acting, but did it make any money?
That's an interesting.
I don't know
You
what
want
the
to look that
official
up?
numbers were, but
Look
they
up what
did.
they grossed. Look up grossing
And
first.
look at both domestic and global.
Yeah, that's
Because like The Housemaid I don't think did very well in the U.S., but it crushed it globally.
yeah. And what do you know what the budget was by chance?
For Marty,
Yeah.
probably 100 mil, but let me see.
I mean that's what is that average now? Is 100
I'll
million
look it
average?
up.
Would you say 100 million is an average?
There's no way that was
Budget?
100 million. Marty Supreme?
There's a budget of
60
70
to-
million.
60 to 70 million.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And global box office was 95. So
Okay. That's not bad.
Wait,
But-
what was Marty Supreme?
I wonder if the 60 and 70 or 60 or 70 includes marketing as well.
oh no, wait, worldwide total is saying global box office worldwide 157.
See, that's what I'm saying. You got to look at domestic and global.
That's what that's what I just did.
So domestic was 93, global was 150.
So
So
they
you
did
add those two.
They
I mean,
did good on this one.
they crushed it.
Yeah.
With a budget of 70 million.
You don't need the
even if
$500 budgets.
I mean, they definitely had a good marketing budget because I remember Chalamet going around.
I think they say
going
double the budget, and that's going to be your marketing. So if it was 60, total was probably 120. So they put 60 into the production, 60 into marketing, kind of thing. That's generally
so they were
rule
over.
of thumb.
They were
all right,
over.
so my theory was debunked. But the reason why I say that is because of the Rock movie, because that one did.
Oh,
Well,
so
so
many of
that
them
movie,
fold, yeah.
that movie was hyped up and it
Smashing
didn't
Machine.
do as well. Yeah,
Oh, Smashing Machine too.
Smash Machine.
I mean, I'm sure Jumanji and all those too didn't do that great comparably to what the budget was for it.
but worldwide they do.
I think
Do they?
Jumanji, did worldwide.
It's crazy because they could really tank here, but globally people want to see the certain stars.
I mean, even you just take like the Chinese audience, for instance. If you can capture just the Chinese audience, you're gonna gross 10x what you do capturing the American audience.
Right,
It's
right. Because
crazy.
they just have more people.
It's
yeah.
so many more. It's
Wait,
insane.
What movie was I talking about then with The Rock? I was
Smashing
Smashing Machine, but was there another one that didn't do
No,
well?
I mean, I just feel like a lot of rock movies are huge production prices, and they don't necessarily always deliver domestically. Internationally, quite probably, but like domestically, I just feel like they probably don't really.
I mean, again, this movie was made for him though, and it definitely was one of his best. I would say for him,
performance-wise.
for sure.
Better than like Dune or whatever, because I love Dune. I mean, that's right up my.
The Rock wasn't
fan.
in Dune.
Oh, I thought we were talking about Timothy Chalamet.
Oh, sorry. We were talking about The Rock, right?
We were talking about The Rock.
Yeah, we were talking.
I can't remember the
Timothy
last Rock
Chalamet.
movie.
I mean, Timothy
That I even
Chalamet and Beautiful Boy was fantastic. I'm telling you guys, watch.
I'll check
that
it out.
movie. The Bob Dylan movie, he was fantastic,
he
and
killed
he
that one.
prepped. He learned to play the harmonica and the guitar. Like he learned to play all those instruments over a 5-year span. Like that's how dedicated he was. Like I truly respect that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's that's
yeah.
commitment.
That is
Yeah,
commitment.
Yeah.
Like I love actors who fully commit and like just give it all they have. True professional.
It's got to be scary though, to just be able to do something that would like a true professional, and you're as an actor, you just have to learn it, and you can actually.
Oh yeah,
it's part of the job. Like that's part of being an actor.
But even like for the Smashing Machine, imagine having to learn the fighting moves or like
but
any of those.
The
fighting
Rock.
movies.
That's what The Rock grew up doing, though. He was wrestling and football.
Oh yeah, he was WWE.
So that's why I'm saying that rule was.
That's a good point.
That role was built for him.
Yeah,
you know that's. I mean, I feel like those are great for, especially actors who may not be the most versatile.
It's a good way to put it.
Again, Jason Statham, like, he's not the most versatile actor necessarily.
He's just
but
locked
he
in
does
his roles.
so good at what he does. Like he is fantastic.
It reminded me to go back to What's Eating Gilbert Grape, is I did research it, and the roles were originally supposed to be reversed.
Yeah,
but going back to Leo's performance, right? It's like Breaking Bad, like Walter Jr., right? Like they cast a person that had
special
the
needs
disability,
person,
but going with Leo is such a great actor that he embodies somebody like that without having to go and cast somebody in that role. You know what I mean?
Leo's just a special freak of nature.
Well, and like that goes into the commitment, right? You have to fully commit. Otherwise, how is anyone going to believe it? So,
what do you imagine that prep was like?
I mean, it's
retarded the whole time.
In acting, it's called impediments. You study, like, I don't know if you know this, but Leo for his in Wolf of Wall Street. Remember when he took the lewd and he's trying to get into his Lamborghini and he couldn't because he took the old ludes and he thought they weren't working.
Yeah,
and then it totally messed him up.
One of my favorite.
You know what he
scenes
did to prep for that? He watched YouTube videos and he found one that was titled "The Drunkest Man Alive."
No
and
way.
it's this guy in a gas station hammered, falling down, trying to get Twinkies, and he like keeps dropping it, and he's like rolling around on the ground, and it's all on a security tape in a gas station.
But that guy was legitimately drunk. How drunk do you think Leo was, or did he even?
But that's what I'm
saying.
That's what I'm saying. He had to look at that video, and then also I'm pretty sure in that scene, Scorsese, I believe, just let it roll and let him kind of go as long as like. Because think about it, the longer he tried to get in the car and roll out there, the funnier it was.
Amazing. Sure. And
so I don't even think that whole scene was necessarily scripted. I don't think it was fully like.
They made those steps feel like it was 100 steps down. Like it took them forever to roll down, and it was amazing the whole time. Like it wasn't like, get this over. It was like, all right, how many more turns is he gonna need to get down here?
And even though he wasn't in it long, another great acting job in that was Matthew McConaughey.
I knew you were going to say that. Unbelievable.
Because that whole pumping of this thing,
that was improvised.
McConaughey did that before the scene to try to get like in the zone, like get jacked up. And Leo's like, "What is that?" And he's like,
I think it's like my clip.
He's like, "Dude, put it in."
Yeah.
And he's like, "Marty, roll this." And they did it in one take too, and they used it.
Damn.
And I'm telling you, that's why I don't necessarily like especially director writers who are like, no, this is what the script is. You do what's in the script. That's it. Like that, because you'll come up with stuff on set that I think is just like so impulsive from the artist perspective, so in the moment, and it works so much better.
It's like a pride thing, and they got to get over that, right? Because writers, if you don't do what they wrote, they
throw a whole fit.
Yeah, they throw a fit. So I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
All right, guys, not to cut this short, but we are running low on time. So, are there any more shows we could cover? Shorzy.
Hockey show.
That's the
No, it's
that's
not
the
that
special
one.
Netflix hockey show, or the other one?
No. You're talking. Okay, let's talk about Shorzy, and I'll talk about the next one.
Okay,
real quick.
Next one's my favorite.
So
one, Josh.
Shorzy is based off this. They call it whale shit hockey in the show, but it's like men's league. It's like men's league.
Okay.
And this guy named Shorzy is like hilarious. Like just chirp. Have you guys seen Letterkenny?
No, but I know what chirping is.
Oh, it's just a hockey. Like he's just chirping everybody. Like, hey, lad. Like, hey, Jimmy. How are you doing? Yeah, I was with your mom last night. And just speaking in Canadian accent, like super funny.
Hey.
Oh yeah, a little maple syrup. Sorry there. Yeah, sure. But literally, they're all Canadian. It's all like in Sudbury, and it's just hilarious because it's like just hockey players, and like the owner of the team is like, I think she's not a supermodel. She's an actor, but super hot. Mm-hmm. She's the owner of the team, and she has like these two side girls that help like our employees essentially
keep things running.
And they call all the hockey players sluts. Like it's just funny because it's like just shooting the shit. Like
I might have to check
classic.
this show out.
Yeah,
It's on Netflix?
I'm telling you, they're only 20-minute episodes. It's on Hulu.
Oh.
It just came out with season 5. Wait, you don't have Hulu?
No, I don't have. I'll figure it out.
You have to steal a password, buddy.
Is it really?
Hulu's free. Is it free with ads or is it a pay? Is it on?
I'm fine with ads.
You got to get Hulu or the Disney package, and it does have ads unless you pay the higher price.
I've been wanting the Disney package too.
Yeah, you get the bundle. You get all of them. But I'm telling you, this is a show that you could literally. It's so easy to watch. It's so funny. The writing is phenomenal.
But isn't it one of those things? It's like Marty Supreme, like ping pong. If you're not into it, you won't watch it. Like if you don't like hockey, you'd still like.
Dude, I don't know because
sounds like it's just funny.
The person who recommended it to me, one of my great buddies, did not play hockey. He played football and wrestling, and he thought it was hilarious.
Okay, yeah, I'll have to watch it.
Check it out.
Yeah.
What you're talking about
is
the popular show that just crushed it. Heated Rivalry.
Crushed it. Heated Rivalry. Then let me tell you something. It got heated apparently.
Where does that stream? What is that on?
That was on
Dick.
HBO, I think.
Oh, it wasn't Netflix?
It was HBO, but it started with a Canadian network called Crave.
Okay.
Because one of the writers and producers of Shoresy, who is the person who wrote this show.
Okay.
Oh, and I think they all played hockey growing up. That's why they all have that like hockey background.
So tell me about the storyline in Heated Rivalry.
So basically, these two players, one's Russian, one is Canadian.
Star-crossed
and
lovers.
They play pro. But what's crazy is the guy who is Russian in the show, he's not Russian in real life. He was working as a waiter in Culver City, and he got this part.
Welcome to LA.
That's why I like shows that are like this, because this was not supposed to be a big show, by the way. This is just supposed to be like kind of like, I mean, I guess not the same. It's very different than Shoresy, but like it was kind of just like a niche show, right?
Yeah.
And it blew up. Like women like were telling me about it, and they knew I played hockey growing up competitively to high levels. So like I was a hockey player, and like it's a love story. It like blew up. Like the scenes are very graphic between them because the two hockey players fall in love. And like the crazy thing is, like I think it blew up too because like hockey's a very masculine sport, and like again like more people are coming out being who they really are, and it's like I think people connected with that. And the last episode I thought was really good. I thought it was a little slow in the beginning.
So you watched this all the way through?
I did watch this all the way through. I mean, the sex scenes, you didn't see anything, but they were very graphic.
I heard they're graphic as
They're
fuck.
very graphic. Like, they're very intense.
Okay, so softcore porn type stuff.
I think it's more like hardcore.
Again, you don't see...
That's
like,
what I heard. That's what I heard.
Like,
you don't see, like, any other privates or anything, but, like, you do... Like, they're like, you can... Like, dude, they're getting into it.
How does an American get the main role as a Russian then? Did he just have a good accent or
prep? I mean, you have to prep, and but the thing
like
was,
does that make Russians mad though?
Well, it
or
could
was
be
he
a
really
Russian.
that good?
I'm sure they did casting for it, and I'm sure they tried.
Yeah,
he was the best one. He was the best.
He was the best one, and like I literally thought he was Russian. I didn't find that out until after. I thought for sure he was Russian.
Wow,
that's what's crazy. That's how good he was. Okay. He was phenomenal. Like they were both good, but like
all his sex scenes were like phenomenal.
Well, yeah.
Was it Russian grunting?
You know what? You should watch it.
Is it the Russian accent when they're going at it?
I mean, what do you mean? He's Russian in it, so of course it's always a Russian accent. It's always a Russian. And what they call their house is called the cottage, so that's like a huge thing. And and now it's an Airbnb, and you can like rent it out. Like it's crazy.
They should do that for every single show, honestly.
Seriously,
like that's such a good business.
If you have an iconic location,
yeah,
right?
Yeah.
But no, they crushed it, man. I mean, like I'm just happy that hockey's getting more like popularity with like Shoresy. This like
hell yeah, they just got invited to the White House.
Yeah, well, I mean, they also just do the other thing is like most sports shows. Let's face it, generally. At least American shows are football.
Yeah, football. There's not a lot of basketball ones. Yeah, football.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just football. I can't think of basketball.
And then all American. They did, I think, basketball, baseball, and
there was
football.
Also like remember Coach Carter back in the day.
Oh, Coach Carter was phenomenal. Yeah. No, that was a basketball one.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Basketball. Yeah, that was like one of the few basketball ones that I can remember.
But otherwise, like Friday Night Lights.
Remember the Titans. Have you seen the show Shameless?
Yes, it's been a minute, but it's a great show.
I just rewatched it. It's interesting. It's definitely not a top 10. It's a great show, I think, but it's not a top 10, I don't think. But it is a good show. I think they lose the flow after. I just rewatched it. Just rewatched it. But I feel like once those character arcs start to break down, it gets way too crazy. Like season 4 or 5 end it right there, and it's a fucking great show. It just goes.
Yeah. See, again, I think it's that thing where I think some shows, because it's doing so well, they can get away with going longer.
They just force it.
But they don't need. I don't think it always serves it.
Exactly.
Is it the country show? Is that Shameless is about the country?
It's in Chicago.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I'm thinking of something else then.
Poor, like it's a really poor family. His dad is like an
A
alcoholic.
lot of family dynamic stuff and like just messed up situations.
Where does that one stream?
Netflix right now.
Netflix.
Yeah.
Okay,
But it's interesting though.
All right.
One of the prerequisites, it seems like, is you have to get naked. Like every single person on that show has gotten naked. I feel like I don't think there's a main character on there that
because they're all living together. I mean, you see
they're
it
all fucking.
They're all there's a lot of a lot of
there's so many.
A lot of
sex
relationship stuff. Yeah.
You see everything too full.
Everything.
Oh wow.
Besides pussy, I don't think you see any dick.
Oh, okay.
But you see a lot of ass and tits, shitload of ass and tits, and they're really high.
So not
ass
everything.
And tits.
You're like everything, but no pussy or dick. No,
It's almost more than Game of Thrones. It's close to more than Game of Thrones.
Oh, wow.
Authentic.
It's crazy.
Authentic voice.
But it's a good show. It's a good show.
And speaking of Chicago, I know we can't get into it, but the Bear blew up. Have you guys seen the Bear?
Same guy too, Jeremy Allen
White.
Yeah.
Yep.
Same exact. Yeah.
Yeah. A lot
of people love that show.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, well, if we're not doing that, should we mention Blue Mountain State? That's such a classic comedy, but it's not like a.
Yeah, it's not like. I think we should get to the top 5 and then.
Yeah, let's do our ranking. Let's do our ranking.
So top 5 shows. Oh, sorry.
You go ahead. I want to hear your
top
first.
5 shows of all time. Number 1 is going to be Breaking Bad for me too. Second would probably be. Oh, God, this is so tough.
It's tough because there's so many in that top few slots.
I really like Peaky Blinders, so I'm going to put that at number 2.
It's a great one.
I know it's not everyone's cup of tea, but I think Cillian Murphy crushes it. He doesn't have to, just phenomenal job as a character. Number 3, I'm going to put Shoresy at number 3.
Okay. Personal preference.
God, we talked about so many shows. I'll go. I haven't seen Vikings, unfortunately, yet. I'm going to go Billions, number 4.
That's a good one, too. We should talk more about that. But
yeah, Billions was great. And I need one more. Entourage, for sure.
Yeah, we didn't even fucking get a chance to.
We didn't talk about Entourage. Yeah, but I would say, like, Entourage, you could maybe put. I would maybe do. Okay, what I said. I said Breaking Bad, Peaky Blinders. I'd probably put Entourage,
not third.
Shoresy, and then Entourage, Shoresy. What was my other one?
Breaking Bad, Peaky Blinders, Entourage, Shoresy. What was the 5th one?
What was the 5th one?
Josh doesn't know.
I don't know. Sorry.
I don't even remember what it was. Wow, I completely lost that.
Well, name it then.
Okay, so Breaking Bad, Peaky Blinders, Entourage, Shoresy, and then
Sopranos, Game of Thrones.
Billions. That's what it was.
Billions, yes, it was.
Billions. Those are my top 5. So
top
5. Yep, I'll clean it up. Top 5: Breaking Bad, Peaky Blinders, Entourage, Shoresy, Billions.
There we go. You want an honorary mention?
Honorary mention. Ooh, we'll do. Honorary mention. No honorary mention.
Okay. My list is different than yours.
For sure.
Much different than yours. To say the least.
That's perfect.
Exactly.
We like different.
That number 1 spot, we're putting Vikings. Vikings takes the first slot. Second slot might be Game of Thrones. Last Kingdom to me does not even make the list. I had to clear that up, 3
Hell yeah.
3 might be Peaky Blinders.
I like that.
4 maybe Entourage potentially. I could put.
I feel like Entourage is just like
it's like an honorary mention kind of thing, but for me, my honorary mentions are Sopranos and Entourage. I think.
Okay.
But I don't know who I'd put in the 5th spot. What other shows did we talk about? Yeah, I think
talked about a lot.
I think that's my list. I think
4, just top 4.
Well, there's 5, but I can't decide who's honorary mention and who's 5. So it's Vikings, Game of Thrones,
Peaky Blinders,
Entourage or Sopranos.
Well,
And
those are
then-
your top 5. I mean,
Yeah.
you could interchange those two.
Yeah,
for now,
exactly.
If you can't think of any other ones.
I think that's about it. Josh, what are you
Solid.
thinking? Mister, I don't watch TV shows.
I don't really. So mine are going to be, well, no. Okay. So number 1, I'd say Breaking Bad.
Okay.
Let's go.
2, Prison Break.
Yep.
3, I'm going to throw Entourage in there. But 4 and 5 are going to be.
That's a tough
so,
one.
So 4 is going to be Three's Company.
Right.
Oh, okay.
That was the one in the 80s, right?
One in the 80s,
Yeah.
and it's like not even close to. It's not even the same, but I guess it doesn't matter for our
It
top
counts.
5.
Yep.
And I guess number 5 might be Johnny Manziel's Untold from Netflix.
Oh.
Oh.
We didn't think about
I don't even know if that can go in.
No,
but,
we
like,
Johnny
can.
football,
Personal
I
preference.
guess.
Personal preference. We can put it in.
Yeah, I don't know. I just thought I'd throw you off for a second, but that was actually I was intrigued by that.
That works. That works.
I don't know if it's the same genre, but whatever.
No, that works. We don't need genres.
Yeah.
There's no
I mean,
genres.
He's had an interesting life, that's for sure.
Oh, and my honorary mention would be
Vikings
Three Stooges.
from the 40s.
Yeah. It's so good. Like I get hooked watching that. So like
That's funny.
Do you guys you
No.
It
watch-
reminds me of Abbott and Costello too. I'm like that era.
Abbott and Costello is different though. Did you guys ever watch Three Stooges? Oh my god, dude! If
Yeah.
you would get hooked on it, it's so funny.
It's a good one.
Just go on YouTube one day and just search it and just watch some of their skits.
Watch some of
It's
their skits,
So good.
yeah.
Black and white is hard for me to watch.
Trust me, on Three Stooges, it might change your mind.
I'll check it out.
Gotta check it out.
And then you had a little special topic you wanted to bring up, I think, as well.
I think we'll save it for the next. Yeah, I don't want to bring it up.
Should I
'cause
slap him?
Okay.
Should I slap it out of him?
No, that's not. very
it'll
nice.
make Evan too uncomfortable.
Oh, perfect. Yeah, you
I feel like
keep
we
it
should
to
bring it
yourself.
up then.
Nah, I think you're good.
Then let's at least hit pocket pussy.
Well, then, okay. So I
Don't
bought,
tag me in this one.
Evan. I bought a pocket pussy.
How is it?
Man.
I want to hear about it because the only experience I have is from what Thad has told me from Blue Mountain State.
Well, here's the thing.
Blue Mountain State is also an honorary mention.
Oh, there you
Oh
go.
yeah, I forgot you.
Yeah.
You were gonna add that.
Yeah.
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 So I have 3 HMs. But go ahead. Tell us about this pocket pussy experience.
So Evan, I bought a pocket pussy,
Sorry to hear that.
and I forgot it because I was going to bring it for you on the podcast. But no, no. But so I threw it out after like 3 days because
Did you actually?
my tongue started feeling weird after like day 2.
I love it.
You know what I mean?
I know exactly what you mean, bro. Like it doesn't.
Great pod, boys.
Sit your ass down. We'll do the outro.
Once you brought up the tongue, I was like, shut the fuck up. I want my mom to ever see this.
We have our intro and the name of the pod, boys. We made Evan walk off.
You should have just an outtake on on the Instagram story of me walking off.
Yeah, that'll be great.
That might
be part of the intro. We won't toss you under the bus and do it, but we might just have you walking off as part
Yeah,
of the
just
intro.
have that part. Like,
Yeah.
Don't put all the other shit.
All right. Guys, is there anything more we want to clear up about these damn things? I want to say one last time, Vikings is better than Last Kingdoms. It doesn't even compete. Vikings for the win.
Breaking Bad. I mean, I don't even think I need to say anything on that one. But even if you're not into hockey, check out Shoresy
And Heated Rivalry.
and Heated Rivalry.
Josh,
Three Stooges YouTube.
the only place to find it. Guys, make sure to like, comment, subscribe. Make sure to let us know some other shows that we might have missed, because I'm sure there's other shows we weren't thinking about. So let us know in the comments what your favorite shows are. Let us see it. Maybe we'll talk about it next week too. We'll see. We'll play it by ear. Get some First Form at firstform.com/theframeshift, and then get some gummies and shit to help you go to sleep, and also just to enjoy your day at plusproducts.com. Guys, we will see you next week. Peace out, bitches.